GEEKCASTER. I'm Michael 7. Michael. And today we've got in our studio, we have Amber, and we also have beautiful Dizazter, aka Diz. That's a lot, Diz.
I know it is. It is.
How's everybody doing today? Woo. Oh, that's you guys moving around your hair.
Oh, snap. Okay.
We're live. We're at GeekCast. We're here live for everything sci-fi, fantasy, everything geek culture, and geek media. And today we're going to talk about some new shows and new films that are out. So let's jump right into it right now. Alita, Battle Angel. You saw that one, right?
Yes, I saw it. I think it was a great film.
Okay.
It released February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was based off of the 1990s manga.
Yes. And it grossed $8,716,232 the opening night, and then since the 20th of February, it's gotten 47 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's doing better than people were expecting it to do, which is good. But the budget for it was $170 million.
Wait, $170 million?
Yeah, that was the budget they had for the film.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Wow. Well, Robert Rodriguez is a great director.
Yes.
So I'm not surprised. How was the action and the fighting must have been ridiculous.
I think that was the highlight of it.
Okay.
My biggest concern originally before seeing it was if we can forget that it's actually a CG character, and they did that good. Because at some points you kind of forget that it's not a real person. And at other times you can kind of tell, you know, when she got close to the male character in the film.
Okay.
But a lot of times you just kind of forgot that you even were looking at a CG character the whole time.
Wow.
So the action sequences were great. I think that was the best part of the film, and you can tell where they spent their budget on making this film. There were some flaws in it, I gotta say. One thing I can say is I wish they could give us more detail on the villain. You know, like I bought some of it, but not all of it. And I guess maybe they're going to make a sequel, possibly, probably more than likely will. But I wish they had a stronger... I feel like they could have gone better with the villain in the scenes that they
Vector was the name, right, of the villain? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How did Rosa Salazar do with the voice of Alita?
She did real good. Like I said, you couldn't even tell that it wasn't her. I mean, it looked like her. You just noticed the anime eyes.
Okay.
That, you know, made you realize it's not a real human being, but the movement of it and the fight sequences and everything, it just looked so lifelike. So they did a good job on that.
That's cool. Yeah, interesting. When you look at the trailer, I'll pump that up real quick. As you can see, it almost looks real.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You have the anime eyes, so they did the classic large eyes, but
even the hair movement, like there's certain scenes when she got up and she's moving her hand and her hair is kind of flowing in the wind. It just, you know, you just kind of believe that it's a real character. Like,
wow. That's great. Well, I'm very happy for him, especially jumping in this world of animation. I didn't expect him to work on an animated film. I don't know if he worked on anything else like that before. In fact, let me jump. This might be his first attempt.
How'd you feel about the length of the movie? 'Cause it was 2 hours. Was it like a long 2 hours, short 2 hours?
I didn't notice it at all. I mean, it was packed full of action.
Gotcha.
So it kept you entertained. There was some character development things, I feel like. Kind of when they kind of got into the whole love story thing, you don't really necessarily relate. Believable. I didn't buy it as good as I wish I would have felt a little bit more connection to the characters. But overall, I think just because of the way the film looked and the action scenes, I'm willing to forgive all that. It's definitely interesting and it's worth watching.
I have to go check that out ASAP.
Yeah, and just to give some perspective, he's done 43 films.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of crazy. So just in case anyone might not know some of the films, he did Planet Terror, Sin City, A Dam to Kill. He did Spy Kids 2.
Ooh.
Spy Kids.
Yeah. He's working on Machete in Space. Wait,
Really?
Well, Machete Kills in Space. That is the title. It's not announced when it's going to go in production or be out. But they are working on it.
Let's not forget that James Cameron was involved in it too.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, he was.
Yes, he was a producer for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Him and John how do you say the last name? Landau?
Landau.
Right?
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's great.
And James Cameron, of course, we know him from Avatar.
Now, speaking of animations and avatars and all that stuff, Happy. Happy was a series I came late in the game. I know that people are going to be out there like, well, why'd you just watch it now? Only because it's on Netflix? No.
Yes.
But that did help. That definitely did help. It originally came out in, 2017? It was pretty good. It had a bunch of different directors. Brian Taylor, Wayne Yep, David Partraka, and Christopher Maloney. So they had tons of directors. Okay. If anyone likes Roger Rabbit but wants something with a little bit more edge, then Happy is definitely the show for you, because it had the violence and everything. Basically, an ex-cop mercenary decides to do a job and ends up in the middle of some trouble. A big mob. What do you call it? Mob situation or mob what?
In the middle of a mob.
Yeah.
A middle of a mob. A middle of a mob something that has to do with the mob. But it turns out that his daughter is kidnapped. His daughter has an imaginary friend that decides to leave her and try to get her dad while the dad is in the middle of the crossfire of the mob. It is interesting, different twist. You got to be into violence and what else? Dark humor, I think, to really enjoy that series. I don't know if you guys would agree with that.
Yes, it's very dysfunctional and very dark, very gritty. But I found it pretty entertaining. From looking at it, I don't think it's a series I would normally watch, but now that I've watched an episode, I'm willing to kind of... It caught my attention. Just the whole odd couple of the two dynamic with Christopher Maloney's character and the unicorn character, how total opposite they are to each other. And I think it's probably something that I want to see the rest of the series and want to see where they're going with it.
I like the fact that he actually directed the first episode. So that was really nice to see an actor direct. He did a good job, I think so. It was a good introduction.
And it's also a different character from him playing NYPD police officer from Law and Order.
Yep.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, just that whole anti-hero thing going on. I think he does that really well.
And it's good to see him getting out of those sticky situations.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible situations where you think, okay, how is he going to outdo this? And he somehow achieves. And this is very gory and kind of dark, though. But if you're into that kind of thing, it's definitely a good show to watch.
I think so. And this is a little bit to the left of Happy is this show called Sick Note. I thought it was interesting because it had that same kind of writing where people will get in very tough situations and then magically get out of it. Sick Note, young man in this picture, and you may know him from Harry Potter. Let's see.
Ron Weasley.
Oh, that's the one thing I didn't look up. I didn't look up this IMDb. Oh, and a shout out to IMDb.
For providing everything.
Yeah, all that information on there. Hold on, let me get that going. But while I'm looking that up, yeah, Sick Note is interesting because his boss sends everyone, to get their physical, and he gets one done, and it turns out he finds out he has cancer. But then finds out that, oh, it was a mistake.
Oh.
I don't have cancer. And he keeps up the charade of having cancer.
Wow.
And I'm not going to say the rest of it because it just gets more and more interesting how he just changed his whole attitude, his whole life, thinking he was going to die. And then everything falls apart when he finds out he is not going to die. Okay, let's see.
I feel like we've had a lot of, oh, you're diagnosed with cancer. Just kidding. It was a mistake. I feel like we're seeing that more and more because I feel like you can only make so many, oh, I have cancer movies, you know?
Wow.
I feel like people are trying to put a twist on it.
Yeah, Rupert Grint, famous for his, as a child actor with the Harry Potter series. So I just want to make sure people know, because he did a really good job. I mean, if you want to look at someone making that transition from child star to adult star, I think this is a great series for him.
He has a face you're always going to recognize as Ronnie.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think so. So they did a really, and it's not even watching that series. It's not like it's the greatest show ever.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of like, what's gonna happen next? Mm-hmm. And at the end of every episode, there's usually some huge twist. And I got to the point when I got to episode 3, all I wanted to know what was happening at the end for the huge twist, which I think is good writing. All right, let's get back into some superhero talk. Have you guys checked out the Umbrella Academy?
I have.
I did. I saw like the first episode. It was interesting. I liked it. I definitely will check it out again. Yeah, you saw it, right?
Mm-hmm, I saw it. It released on Netflix on February 15th.
Mm-hmm.
It's a live-action series based off of the comic book from Dark Horse, which debuted in 2007.
Okay.
It was written by Gerald Way, best known for the frontman singer of My Chemical Romance.
Oh,
you guys
really?
know that? Yes. Can you believe that?
Wait, he wrote the comic book?
Yes. Written by him. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It follows a series about a dysfunctional family of superheroes, which is why I love it, because it's not a traditional show. Like, the characters are, which is a weird circumstance, they're all born on the same day from women who did not know they were pregnant or had any signs of being pregnant the day of the birth of the children. Mm-hmm. And they all are put together in a band family of superheroes named 1 through 7.
Yep.
And every character has their own unique struggles that they go through.
Wow.
Which is what I enjoy about it.
Yeah, number 3, he's the one that's like in jail in the first episode, right? And then gets out. What was his name? Klaus?
Number 3?
Klaus, yeah. Klaus was a drug addict, so he was like in rehab. So, you know, like they all have these weird...
Yeah.
Well, that's number 3. Number 3 was, I believe, the female.
Allison, right?
Allison, yes.
Yep, okay.
Yes. Klaus, I think, was number 4.
Number 4, yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Allison's really pretty.
Tom Hopper, which was casted as number 7.
Okay.
We may know him from Games of Thrones.
Mm.
He played Dickinson Tarley from the Tarley House.
Okay.
And we also have Ellen Page, who was casted as number 7. She was an X-Men. She played Shadowcat.
Yeah. Did you watch the whole thing?
I finished it.
Without giving away, what did you think of the end for you?
End?
Were you satisfied or?
I was satisfied. I was satisfied.
Okay.
I feel like they left me interested, and they kind of closed most of the questions I would have on the show.
Is there going to be a season 2 at all, do we know of, or?
The way they left it, it very well could be.
There has to be.
Yes. If they get re-signed. I don't think it's confirmed that they're...
Enough people got to make a buzz about it.
Yes. Since it did just come out, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
True. You did say that.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully, because I really would love to see how they go about doing it again.
And did any of you see Russian Doll?
Yes, I saw the first episode. I don't know if I want to watch the other episodes. There were how many in that one? 8
episodes.
Yep, and they're all like about 30 minutes each.
Mm-hmm.
Main character is Nadia, and she is from Orange Is the New Black, so that's cool. And then what else did you say she was from? Oh, American Pie, right?
American Pie, yes.
But I don't. She like dies and keeps coming back to life, but like she dies in different ways. In the first episode, we do learn that she is like a gaming engineer. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna tie into it. It's kind of like it reminds me of
Groundhog's Day.
that and like Black Mirror. They did an episode where like the person dies like over and over and over again, and each time it's
definitely
like
seen it before.
yeah, I'm so over it. That's why I don't want to watch it again.
You've had Edge of Tomorrow, Happy Death Day, which just recently came out.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how many times they can kind of get away with doing it, how they're going to switch it up.
Yeah.
Which, from what I understand, you know, the series kind of gets more interesting as it goes. I've only seen the first episode, but I think I'm curious enough to want to see what happens.
The only reason why I'm continuing to watch is because I want to find out what is good with this cat oatmeal. Oh my gosh. Like, I love cats. Only reason why I'm sticking around.
Yeah.
But I'm just so over it. Like, she died 3 times in the first episode. Imagine how many more times she's going to die within the 8 episodes.
That's the whole premise. She's supposed to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave up on episode 3. And then I was guided with the advice to say, listen, you gotta keep going.
Binge hating a show exists. It exists.
Yeah.
You gotta do
but
it
it
sometimes.
does get better. It does get better, and it does have some nice twists that other shows with the premise of coming back over and over and doing over did not have.
Mm-hmm.
So it became very typical, and then it kind of changed, which I'm glad it finally did, because, yeah. And as you watch, she's the lead character.
Mm-hmm.
There's another lead character.
Oh, okay.
So you will enjoy that as well. Yeah.
I like her grittiness.
Yeah.
She's very gritty.
That's just her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she brings that to every character she plays, I feel.
She sure does. She
So-
sure does. But that's what's enjoyable about watching it. You know, it's just that dark kind of humor as well. But it seems to grab my attention just because of how she can pull that character off.
It's like a raunchier, like Jessica Jones kind of feel.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
That's a very good, yeah. You know, almost everything we've talked about takes place in New York,
It does.
except for
The beginning of...
Sick Note doesn't, and Kingdom doesn't, which we'll talk about that next. Oh, wait, Alita doesn't either. Okay,
No,
half of the
it
things we
doesn't.
talked about.
Russian Dolls does start off in Russia. I thought, like, the whole...
It did? No.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking of Umbrella... The Umbrella... What? The Umbrella Academy?
Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, that does.
Oh.
Because it's
Well,
like...
we don't know if that could be another Russian-speaking country.
It could be.
It could be.
Because they were sitting down, like, right? And then they were
Right.
getting
We
yelled
know where
at
they were
and-
speaking Russian, but we don't know if
That's
it's
true.
Russian. Ah!
Not New York. Not New York.
It's not New York. Well, there's some parts of New York. They speak other languages.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and Umbrella Academy switched time zones so many times you don't even know where they're going.
Okay.
Like, where they're at, exactly.
All right, Seong Hong Kim and Kim Young Hee created a wonderful direction and wonderful writing for Kingdom. Kingdom is a story, a timepiece story, where a king dies and they want to prolong his life. That's as much as I want to give away on it, because that's not even the essence of the big changes, the secrets of the actual series. It gets better. This is a wonderful, I think it's a wonderful, let me say, zombie ride. That's the best way to put it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the zombies are fierce. Like, these are...
Oh, yeah, they don't play around. They're serious.
These are not your normal zombies, and these are just some of the lead characters that kind of lead the way in there. But I say everyone should, if you are a zombie fan, you need to see Kingdom. Go on Netflix and watch Kingdom. It is worth it.
And it's only 6 episodes. They're
Yeah.
only an hour each. So it's not that bad. The opening scene is like super dark and eerie. Like it really sets the tone. It's amazing though. It is.
I think it's worth it, and the acting is great.
Yeah.
How they play on the time period. Actually, they didn't give an exact year.
No.
They kind of just like old China.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and talks about the what's that called? Not the sacred city. There's actually a name for it, but basically the palace where the emperor resides over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Or at that point, they said the king resides over everything.
Yeah.
And it does play a little bit on history. There actually was a king that died, and what they ended up doing is while they were carrying the body back to the palace, what they did was they had a cart of fish next to the chariot or whatever they carried it in, so that way people thought the smell was the fish and not the rotting body. So I wonder if they just took a little piece of that true history and put that into the show. Yeah. And almost the same situation where the power behind the king, all the people that were under the king were running the kingdom.
Yeah. Yep.
And pretending the king was alive. So
Yep.
so that was and real life. So it was interesting to see this in the actual series.
But don't watch it unless you can handle like violence, blood, goriness. It's disgusting.
It
It's
is
so
it is
cool.
disgusting.
It's
It is so
disgusting.
So cool.
Like Walking Dead level disgusting? Or-
Oh no.
Yeah.
Up. I think it's up.
Yeah. No. Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the first 5 minutes, you see people getting their heads chopped off. You see people being tortured. You see
Okay.
see everything.
And these zombies eat you. They're
Yeah.
not playing.
Nope.
And they move fast. It's not like this, like
Slow walking.
No.
Kind of like the White Walkers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The White Walkers, but with a little flavor.
Yes. You know.
I think the zombies that scared me most was what was the Brad Pitt movie with the speed on how they were moving? Do you remember when he did that? Z
Z-Nation?
No, not Z Nation.
Z.
That's-
Something Z.
Yeah, Z.
Z.
Something Z. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't move like that, do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, they're fast. They are fast.
Don't look them in the eyes.
And the sword play was really good too.
Yeah.
The sword play was really good too. And as a martial artist, I think you would definitely like, oh, okay.
Me and my swords.
Yes, they'll be like, okay, I see where you're going with it. I like it. The choreography was really good. The costumes really, you know what? See if they have that here, because I would like to give them a shout out. No, they do not. They do not have that information here online. But shout out to the costume designer, art director. You did a great job with Kingdom. It is worth it, even if you're just into fashion and history. Just that alone, it's worth checking out, for sure. Definitely. All right. I know we want to get into some Think Thing. We'll do another episode on that, because that's a whole nother bag of balls.
What is?
The UFO information.
You know.
So we're gonna talk about that. So check out for another episode on that one.
Spoiler.
Is there any show right now that you started that you're like, I can't wait to finish at this point? It could be anything we mentioned or anything that you guys just started checking out.
Now, usually with me, if it's something I can't wait to finish, I'm finishing it. I gotta stay up 3-4 o'clock in the morning. It don't matter. I'm gonna watch it.
It's binging or nothing.
I walk in the street watching it.
Work out while watching it.
Pretty much. So I haven't found a series that I'm that crazy with, but I have to see right now.
Yeah.
No,
I'll be sitting right here doing a show, watching it like.
So, all right. So let's do thumbs up, thumb down on these shows that we just talked about that people should see. So, Happy, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Let's tell people which happy it is, because if you're like myself, you might go and watch the one about the people that travel around Virginia asking questions. I was so confused.
We're talking about the 2017 Happy with a unicorn/donkey. Yeah, that one.
Not the one with clouds and a black smiley face in the middle.
No.
And FYI, season 2 is coming out. It premieres on March 27th.
Oh, really? Of Happy?
Of Happy.
That was fast.
Whoa, that was fast. So, thumbs up, thumbs down on Happy, or you could keep it in the middle. How do you
I'll
feel
watch
about
it.
I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Thumbs
I
up.
only see one episode, but it grabbed my attention.
Okay.
What do you think, Amber?
I'm going to check it out.
Okay.
But, I don't know, it sounds interesting.
So you're like this. You're not excited.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Sick note. What do you think?
I only watched one episode or half an episode. It didn't really grab my attention.
Okay.
I kind of got bored in the middle, started doing something else, and then forgot about it.
Okay.
So
that would be thumbs down or
that'd be a
down?
thumbs down for me.
What about you, Amber?
I've never seen Harry Potter, so like Ron, what's his name? Weasley?
Ron Weasley.
It doesn't really appeal to me.
Okay.
Like, I'm not like, oh my god, the dude from Harry Potter, I gotta watch that. So
That's what the producers are hoping.
I'm kind of like right here with it, you know, but like I'm so over the cancer. Like, oh, just kidding, I don't have cancer.
Right.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. No, just kidding. I'll stay here with it. I'll watch it first and then I'll judge.
Yeah, it's a to me it's a romantic comedy.
Is it really?
Somewhat of a it's a
Ew.
dark romantic slash. It's a lot of different
messing up.
things.
I don't know.
I did catch myself fast forwarding only to
See?
the parts of the characters that I was interested in
Yep, see?
because they started to break out and highlight other people that I didn't care about.
Boring.
So I would say if you have free time. Yeah.
I ain't got no free time. I'm good on that.
But he did a good job as far as acting. Okay, what about Russian Doll?
But I'm just gonna keep watching it.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
okay,
fair.
no, I'll put it here, and then when I'm done with it, I'll like let you know. But like, I just hate the concept. Like, been
Okay.
there, done that, seen it all before.
Gotcha.
But it's interesting. Like, I want to know what the homeless man has to play into it, and the cat.
Okay.
I'm going to put it here because I'm curious.
Yeah.
I want to see how they're going to break out of this boring routine.
Yeah.
You can't keep it the same, so they have to have something in mind to do something different.
Yeah.
Really quick, Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I loved it.
Kingdom.
I'm here with it. I want to keep watching it though, but it's really good so
Didn't
far.
see it, so I'm going to be in the middle.
And Alita.
I like the leader.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So give everybody your social media.
Saltine_cracker. Don't forget the underscore.
Beautiful Diz. No underscore.
And let me just so y'all could just to make sure if you're writing that down. And here you go. Cool. And that's me. And you're watching GEEKCASTER. You get to go to geekcaster.com, Geekcast on Instagram, Geekcaster Show on Facebook. And listen, we enjoyed it. We love it. We're going to talk about it. And if we don't, we're going to talk about that too. You're watching GEEKCASTER and Michael Seven. Michael, thank you very much. And we're out of here. And what happened?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, lovely people of Asgard.